Say happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. What you want for neighbor? You want drink? Hey beautiful people, welcome back to another video. Thank you so much for tuning in. Today is another day in the classroom. Today we're looking at sponsorship, types of sponsorship, and different forms of sponsorship. Please take out your notebook and get ready to enjoy and educate in my class. All right, so it says sponsorship is where a business usually provides support. It can be financial, it doesn't necessarily have to be financial, but it normally comes in a financial aspect. For an event, a team, or an athlete. Another definition is sponsorship means that a company gives financial help in return for linking their name with an individual team or a sport in general. Based on this definition, tell me what you understand or give me an example of something that is sponsored.
Alright, say for instance, you have a business,
Mm-hmm.
you don't really have it, so somebody will help you to financially help you.
Mm-hmm.
See,
Or give me an example of a sponsored event in Jamaica.
like sponsor.
Sponsored event, yes. An event that you know it's sponsored based on the fact that the company name is linked to the event. We have so much of them. Look at Shelly and Fraser. Who is she tagged to?
Such as
Grace Sausage, yes. So you notice those athletes are highly sponsored. So you notice if they're going to go anywhere, I think she's sponsored by Puma. I'm not sure if it's Puma or one of them. So you notice if they are going out or if they're going to go to a sponsored event, those are the garments that they're going to wear. So that's what it means. That sponsorship doesn't always mean money. It can come in other forms. It can come in clothing, it can come in assets, as well as finances. So you understand what we just said a while ago? All right. So the heading is saying why sponsor sport, and the first one is it's a way to advertise. Look, I'm going to show it. Right, look here. See? So where they are? No, it's so write it now. It's a way to advertise. That's the first one. So as Tatre was saying earlier, Shelly and Fraser, according to Tatre, it's Satches, but Grace. So Grace can use Shelly and Fraser's image to advertise all Grace products. And because Shelly and Fraser is so well known and is dominating in the track and field area, persons would want to buy. So it's a way to advertise your product. Sponsorship also, you sponsor because sports has a healthy and a positive image. If you notice any sport, any athlete who is involved in anything that is deemed not sportsmanlike, not positive, and you have a sponsorship, you lose that sponsorship immediately. Because now 90% of the time, there's a clause in your contract that you sign with whatever company that states if you do anything that is unbecoming, that will bring negativity to the company, they'll drop you like a hot potato.
Then you lose enough for this sponsorship.
All right. When with the whole incident of the taxi, and right, because persons don't want to be associated with anything that's not positive. So that's another um, function or benefit of sponsorship. Another one is sponsorship is often tax deductible. When we talk about tax deductible, it simply means a business will give, say, a sporting complex that is struggling, a good amount of money, attach your name to it. When it's tax season, it is counted as a deductible. So if you would normally pay $1 million in tax, that $1 million is slashed in half or less than half. Everybody get that? All right. The next one says, in exchange for sponsorship, a sponsor may get the best seats at an event or the use of luxury boxes. So you see when we're having football games at the National Stadium, and you see a lot of VIPs or the VVIPs in the up there support, some of the times they get the tickets because they are sponsors or they're affiliated with the brands that are right. The next one says when a local business sponsors a local team, it gains the goodwill of the local community. So say for example, you have a little corner shop and corner league footballer play in your community, and you decide that you are going to buy the jerseys. And you know, when you buy the jerseys, you're going to brand them with your business place. Some place on it that is visible for everybody to see. And everybody is going to know that you're the person who sponsors the league, you're the person who give the jerseys, you're the person who is going to give the main prize. Persons are going to support your business because of that. So everybody get these benefits? Did I explain one that you don't understand that I need to go over? Alright, so we are going to copy them off. And we're saying there are three main forms of sponsorship. You sponsor the sport, you sponsor a team within the sport, or you sponsor an individual. Because you notice there are sometimes that activities are going on, say at the National Stadium, and the event is sponsored by, say, Flow. And I do not represent Flow. I'm sponsored by Digicel. On that day, I can't wear my Digicel jersey. I have to be respectful of the event and wear the sponsoring event garments, or I go neutral.
Grace can sponsor every jersey?
If Grace can sponsor every jersey?
No, they say they sponsor every jersey. Them are supposed to.
Not necessarily, But remember, money is in sports, and Grace is very smart. Remember, we just said one of the reasons why companies sponsor events is a way to advertise. Remember, Grace products are not only consumed in Jamaica, and many persons consume it outside of Jamaica because of the athletes who represent the brand. So they're gonna try to sponsor everything possible that they can make their profit from. Because remember that they're spending money, but they're also making money. Understand? Okay. So now we're looking at the positive effects of the media, and we're saying the media helps to promote sports. They create sports stars who inspire young athletes. What do we think is sports stars? When we talk about sports stars, like the media creates sports stars who inspire young athletes. You're going outside of the box, come back in the box. Like what, Mark? No. We're not talking about paper. Come on, so we're not talking about that star. Like we're talking about stars. Remember, we're talking about. Yeah, okay, so create. What do we mean when we say sports created young stars who inspire young athletes? Hold on, one person at a time, so we don't confuse ourselves. Alright, hold on. Before you go there, give me an example of someone who sports created as a star. Why we have to go to Messi? Come back to Jamaica. Come back to Jamaica. Alright, so that's perfect example. Thank you. Another one. So we're looking at sports stars who inspire young athletes. So we're saying no matter what, look at Shelly and Fraser Price and where she came from. She come from a ghetto, right? I remember persons always say anything come from a ghetto no good, right? And she's able to elevate herself to be one of the most dominant female athletes in track and field. So sports have the ability to do that, to create stars, to create persons who young athletes can look up to and say, if they can do it, I can do it too. Everybody understand that?
Yes.
All right. Next one is. And this is why I say to you, if you're doing physical education and sports in CXC, you have to watch sports. sports news. You have to be current in what is happening.
Yeah, what?
The next one is when a sport gets a lot of media attention, more people get interested in it and play and also want to know how to play it. Another one is sports that get a lot of media coverage, especially on TV, find it easier to obtain sponsorship. What is the one example of a sport that gets a lot of media coverage because of? What's one example of a sport that gets a lot of media coverage and a lot of sponsorship? Track and field. Be specific in track and field. What about track and field? Oh, that's it. I was hoping somebody said that. So champs get a lot of media coverage. It gets a lot of sponsorship. Which other one? Football to an extent. Look at it now. What's one sport that struggles to get media coverage and sponsorship? Cricket. Jamaican cricket, West Indies cricket. What's another one? No, you're gonna cricket same way. Another sport. Rugby, yes it does. But I'm looking for another one that females. Look at the female aspect of it. Netball. Netball struggles to get sponsorship and media coverage. Volleyball to an extent. Because a lot of sponsors are saying that they won't make back their money when they do sponsor. Because if you're not getting the media coverage, how are persons going to know that you're sponsoring it? So you're going to have to spend a lot of money on the sponsorship and a lot of money for media coverage. And they don't want that. So everybody understands the precisely. And if it does, it's not on the wide scale like the track and field, the football, and the cricket. Cricket does get a bit more sponsorship than netball. I don't like it at all, but that's how it is. Why do you think I have it on the board? Why you see that? By everything positive, we have some drawbacks. So we're saying some of the drawbacks are the media may over-sensationalize the event. TV may force charged changes in sports. Media exposure may foster the desire to win at all costs rather than to play for enjoyment. And there's more pressure on managers and team captains to get results. So these are the negative effects of media has on sports. What's one way that companies use newspaper to advertise sports? Let's see if you're thinking. What's one way that newspapers advertise sports? No. When you take up a newspaper, what's the first thing that you see? I'm not talking about the type of newspaper that we buy. Tell me one way that newspapers advertise for sports. You're not thinking. Yes, that's right. Where do we find the picture? Where? Thank you, one Buddha. So once it's a trending activity, it's going to be at the front of the newspaper, or the back of the newspaper, or the inside of the front piece of the newspaper. That's one way of advertising sports. Everybody get that? Even though I know a lot of us don't buy the newspaper, but we have to make sure that we still familiarize ourselves with the information. Alright, so we're going to do these 6 questions. Please try and answer all 6 so we can mark and go through them. Alright? And that would have been that for today. No, it's very good. If what? I don't understand this. What is this? Hurt one? Hurt the players? What is this?
Hurt the partner player. Hurt the player's partner. Yeah. You know, right?
I don't know what you're trying to say.
Just like you hurt the player partner, that transmission. Okay, but keep them apart now.
I'm guessing it's how you write it. Katria, this question. Oh. Why? Why? I just taught it, so why wouldn't I be using the correct definition?
No, you don't understand everything.
No.
Now we're the one.
You're not going to write the word, all of it? There are two definitions. I give a simple one. Something.
Hey.
Why? Well, Alex asking if you get number 2. When you just wrote number 2 in your book.
So you go in and look at copy.
Just let me tell us, I don't know how to use him notebook. He don't know how to use him notebook and then he's upset when we tell him that we don't want him to copy it.
I will try.
What is this? Not following the rule. So what is this?
Not cooperate with teammates. This like if you're not with your teammate, then miss, I can pass the ball and something, then now go deep miss, and the game is like.
Questions that give 2 reasons for violence and they're going to fight them one another because they're not. Okay, but that's not what you just say. You didn't say that. You didn't say that, and this is not saying that.
But I just don't put the word now. I'm thinking me.
You're not saying what it's supposed to say.
Right, okay. That's what I know, but it's
You know, me do work I can see it. Me do not work I can see. You're not going to do that then for hungry.
yes, I mean,
Alright, can I have the P to 16, please? Who is next to mark their books? Oh, it's 5 minutes time, it's lunch. Breakfast.
Like, yeah.
Say happy birthday.
Just like this.
Happy birthday.
I'm feeling up there.
Happy birthday. What you want for neighbor? You want 1 drink? You want $200 drink? You know what $200 drink?
One KFC.
One Buddha.
Good one.
You know what KFC?
One Buddha.
Good one.
No, I can't leave them.
Miss, I hear Miss? My
You want what?
KFC.
You want the whole building?
Yes.
I just want something. You want a puppy?
Yes.
Then I'll put you on puppy.
But like you want.
You want 21 piece of chicken? Do you keep a party? No, sir. Alright, Patrick, 1.
You know, Miss,
No, me don't want to name them yet.
I see so.
Alright, sit here. Pass my register, give me please.
6 people, 6 questions.
One Buddha, let me black in there. Thank you. Alex, if a teacher's day, I give me 1 jersey, 1 personal. You hear me sing, Connie?
I'll have you.
I don't know where you give me because at the rate at which you want KFC. You don't want a rose.
You know,
Oh, you don't want me now. I never like teach your grandmother rose can come give.
no, you know what kind of reservoir my dog is, you know what kind of reservoir.
Remember, I tell them I want some food because I go buy my cat and I'm going to keep me. I'm going to tell them.
Can you
Your grandmother teach you the rose.
get no bottle?
But you may have a prayer.
Tell him say no matter with him. Make charge him for sure. Charge him for sure. He's too lazy. Alexia Johnson or your Thompson? I say I sit down. Me miss. Catherine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Me miss somebody. Antoine na come. I want to say 6 down now. 1, 2, 3, 5 down now. Antoine don't come. See book here. You're carrying over the textbooks. Mark, place your textbook right here for me, please. Pass my syllabus for me, Mark, please. 6 another book that you just placed there. Thank you. Yeah, place the other book there. Alex take care all over all of them. I see film book last time. We are now at the end of the video, and I do hope you learned something. What is media? What are the forms of media? My students and I had fun today. I hope you did. If you did, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, like, share, and leave a comment. See you all in the next video. Bye now.